Listening Colour.
Hi everyone, welcome to Listening Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. We've got something new to my channel today, so let's have a listen to some Yungblud.
About the words they would hurt, they would hurt. So if you were to ask about.
So what first strikes me with this is it's got this, like, my favourite era of all music is kind of 90s grungy rock, kind of new metal-y, kind of coming in the early 2000s thing, and this has that vibe, which I am absolutely here for 100%. And no one does guyliner as well as Yungblud, eh? No one.
So if you were to ask about the pain, I would lie. Fix my mind, I need time, but it's running out, it's running out. Oh, I know that I can't live without you, but this world will keep turning if you do. Would you even want me looking like a zombie? Would you even want me,
Whoa, this is good. I love when a songwriter can take an emotion that's been written about billions of times. You know, there's only a certain number of emotions that people feel, and all of them are in a song, at least one song already. And this is about heartbreak and things not going well in a relationship, and you're asking, like, would someone still want you if you know, if you're not yourself anymore, if you've broken up and you're basically like a shell of yourself. Would they still want you? Would they still want you if you were like a zombie? Like, that's a really clever way of talking about an emotion that pretty much everybody's been through a heartbreak, and we can all identify with that. But this is a really clever little spin on that lyrically. I like that. And also, what's really interesting is that, so the very famous zombie song is the Cranberries, zombie, zombie, and it's got little flip bit. That's the famous bit that everybody knows from Zombie. It's even done in the Office, an American workplace. Andy does it in there to annoy Jim and Pam. It's quite funny the way he does that. But it's such a well-known song, that little hook. And what's interesting here is that Yungblud appears to be using a similar hook but in reverse. So would you still want me? Na 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 na, looking like a zombie, and it's like flipping it over, but the same kind of rhythm and interval. That's really clever. So I don't know if that was intentional or not. If you know, please tell me, because it's cool. It really works. It's a really catchy song. I like it.
We could catch a spaceship to the moon, but we'd crash. It wouldn't last, because the world is just a figment of the fools, a blank stare. They don't care. prayers. You're almost there.
Oh, this video is so interesting. So you've got beautiful Florence Pugh, who is literally great in everything. She's just such a talented actress. It's really nice seeing her in this video. And so she's playing a nurse, I think. What you know, being there for people going through hard times. I think there's a boyfriend who's hit his girlfriend or wife who's lying in bed and she rolls over and she's got this huge black eye. Um, I'm pretty sure it's the guy next to the bed that inflicted the black eye. And there's someone going through cancer treatment and all these like tough things. And this nurse who's depicted like a human, but then on the other side of it, she's like an angel. She's got these wings in her reflection, and I mean, I think about nurses like that. My sister used to be a nurse as well, and they are like these incredible angels who are there through the roughest, darkest times. It's just incredible that these amazing angels, these nurses, are able to see such suffering and such unfair pain and terrible things happen to people, and then have to just put a smile on and deal with the next person with compassion and grace and kindness like they do. And I love how this video is depicting that. It's really beautiful.
But it's running now, it's running out. I know that I can't live without you, but this world will keep turning if you do. Would you even want me looking like a zombie? Would you even want me, want me, want me? Would you even want me looking like a zombie? Would you even want me, want me, want me? Oh, I don't know how to.
Oh my god, this video is so moving. It's so incredibly real life. Like this must be what it's like. There's someone ringing the joy of somebody ringing the bell of, being declared cancer free. Like, oh, that is just beautiful. And then there's somebody else being brought in covered in blood and bruises, and it's just it's this horrible microcosm of life of beauty and suffering all in one place, and this poor nurse having to keep carrying on despite all these things she's facing. She still has to be this amazing angel of a person. And it's really interesting because when I hearing this song, this is not a video I would think to go with it. It's not, it doesn't feel like lyrically it belongs to this. But I like that with sometimes in music videos. You've got videos that do something completely different to the song. So the song very much feels like an emotional, like a relationship breaking down, and things not working out and the world not being fair and things. But the video is quite different. They're both equally moving, and somehow they kind of form. Sometimes it makes it both more emotional because they're not quoting from each other. It's not a video of people breaking up and being all, "Ah." It's the complete opposite, and that's really interesting. A really interesting choice. I wonder whether it was Yungblud who chose this, or somebody else. But it's a really interesting direction to go in for the video. Um, and I love how his vocal is on this. He's got like just the perfect level of grit in his voice that keeps the song on the rocky edge. It's got like slightly distorted guitars and that heavy strumming of the kind of 90s rock. So it has a kind of like slightly Pearl Jam kind of Soundgarden, Three Doors Down kind of vibe. Um, but they've production wise, they've kept it slightly more, not exactly pop edged, but just comfortably in the bracket where it could sit on the top 40 and people wouldn't go, "Oh, it's too rocky, it doesn't belong here." It's just aimed perfectly well. Like there could be a very heavy rock version of this and I'd be here for it, and Yungblud would sing the hell out of that, and Thrash's guitar, and it would be amazing. But I do like how the production for this is just sitting neatly in the middle and not being too far over into any specific genre. It just makes it accessible for everybody. And I think that's why this song is so, I mean, like, obviously, Youngblood's fan base is amazing, and he's so popular, and because I think he's just so real. He's just so himself. And he always talks about that, like, just be yourself. Don't try and be anybody else. And the right things will come to you. And I think that's very much what we see here, and why his fan base love him so much. Um, it's really interesting to see how popular this song has been and how it's sitting comfortably in the charts next to other things in different genres. It's just is a really good song. I could imagine loads of different covers of it. I could imagine like a folk cover of it or a country cover of it. It's like when it's a good song, it will work in any genre, and I could hear a lot of different versions of this. Oh, that was so beautiful. Was that moment at the end, a little girl seeing Florence Pugh's character's wings, and she touches them, and does that mean that the little girl has died and she can see her as an angel, or whether, because there's a kind of curious look that she gives her. It's quite interesting, that moment. It could mean a lot of things actually, this video, and therefore this song. And like, is the Florence Pugh character asking, like, she feels like a zombie sometimes because the world's taken so much from her with her job. Does she feel like a zombie? Is that what the reference is? It's interesting. Like, some of you will have the answer because you'll be hardcore Youngblood fans, and I want to know. Tell me what you know, because I'm fascinated. Honestly, this is so catchy. It's just stuck in my head now. It'll be there all night. I'll just be singing that. It's a really well written song that just does, it's like, well, it just does what it says on the tin. It just does the things. Verses are the right length. The chorus comes in perfectly, and it just is a bit edgier. I can see why it's so popular. And having just been to the Grammys last week, I watched Yungblud win a Grammy, and it was for the Ozzy Osbourne tribute performance that he did, which was beautiful. I remember seeing that at the time and going, "Oh!" So he came up on stage with lovely Sharon Osbourne, little tiny Sharon, who came up, and it was just like this beautiful moment of them remembering Ozzy. There was a tribute for Ozzy later in the Grammys as well, in the telecast, which was gorgeous as well. But this moment was just amazing. It was Youngblood getting up on stage and honouring Ozzy and rock fans, and he says this brilliant thing at the end of his speech that was, "Watch out, Pop, rock's coming to get you," or something like that. I think it had more swearing in it, but I'm paraphrasing. Um, and I really hope he's right, because I write a lot of pop and I like pop, but my heart will always be in rock music. I'm very much a rock girl. And so, like, I really hope he's right. So I'm really hoping that the next Grammys, he's up for like every award and best album and everything, because I just think he's fantastic. There's something that's so real about him, and he talks about that, like, to being yourself. And like, I love that he doesn't do red carpet stuff the way anybody else does. He's just perfectly crazy and exactly himself. I just love it. And he seems genuinely grateful and happy for all these nice things to be happening for him. But he's really talented, and I can see, like, Aerosmith have worked with him recently, and I think Smashing Pumpkins and things. I can see why these bands that have been around for a long time and are very highly regarded see Youngblood as this new, like, torchbearer for rock music, and that is quite an endorsement for bands like that, and for Ozzy, and everybody who loved and supported Ozzy to be so on board with Yungblud. Like, that is incredible. So I see big things for his future. Color-wise in this one, it's the song and the video are very, very different. So if I close my eyes and listen to the song, it's very like burgundy, and then it goes into very like the verses are quite a burgundy color, and then it goes into more kind of brighter, like blood reds in the chorus. Um, and that's kind of general color palette. But the video is very different. It's got a lot of darker like blues, and it's more, and then it goes into more of a purple color. It's totally different. So it's quite interesting that often the visual and the song match visually for me, but this one doesn't, and I quite like that. It kind of caught me out a little bit while I was watching and listening. Like, I was seeing two different things, which was confusing but awesome. So yeah, new one for me. Working in the music industry is not well paid. So if you would like to support me, you can do so by buying me a coffee. The link is here, or a tea, as I say, because I'm British and drink a lot of tea. By doing this, you lot have enabled me to go to the Grammys this year. You have enabled me to support my family and do so many things that I never, ever, ever thought I'd be able to do. And it's all thanks to you. So your support means just the absolute world to me. So thank you. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I love all your comments, so please keep them coming. And remember to have a colourful day.
Listening